Salvete omnes, pax vobiscum. My name is Vladimir Slapechik, and you're watching another episode of Blind Let's Play Warhammer 40K. I played just recently, even though it looks like a lot of things has changed, but only my haircut and my beard has changed since I don't know, very recently since I played the last episode. Thankfully, I do have more free time. Not just for playing, but simply enjoying my time with my brothers in the convent, enjoying Rome, which is sunny at this moment, really beautiful, and reading, just enjoying reading, not with the pressure of learning for a specific exam, but just enjoying as it should be, you know. Yeah. Anyhow, let's continue with the story. This will be the 60th episode, and I think I'll solve, or at least try to solve the first part, or however it is, how much it is, of Jai's background story. At the beginning, let's make a short prayer. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Eccola. Headset on. Well, let me immediately be the responsible one and actually put this in a proper place, and then back to the game. In administratum on Dargonus. I hope your lives are doing well, fine, if you're students that you are able to finish everything that you need to finish, or your exams, if you're working, that it's productive, that gives you at least the necessary amount of income, if not more, and if you have more, that you have the grace of having the ability, right, to administer that in a proper way. A lot of people, unfortunately, have too few things, and some also unfortunately have too much and they use it in a very bad manner. It's a virtue to be able to not be burdened by material wealth, but to be able to use it for the benefit not only of yourself but others. Greetings, welcome to the Palace of Adeptus Administratum, your lordship. Follow me. Okay, so you were fast enough in identifying process. Some petitioners over here. A lot of servo skulls, interestingly.
Follow my lead.
So, wait a second. Do I have a servo skull following me? Yes. Yes. Only the most powerful or important individuals actually have a servo skull in their constant accompaniment, I guess. The door. Let me just check if there is something that I could potentially miss, because I don't want to. The map. Alright. These are beautiful sound of a very massive door. It's not a hollow wood. It's a proper massive wood. Alright.
Let us see what I found.
Oh, there we go. I found something. A dusty note. Oh, let's check it out. Elam. And it has been a full cycle since I was appointed. Please cover me with the Master of Seals for the Emperor's sake. I forgot. I don't think it'll be back. I'll be back a couple of hours. Thick layer of dust, just like the table on which it lies. I see. Cover for me with the Master of Seals. What does it mean to cover for him with the Master of Seals? So he forgot about one extremely important seal, and he's gonna run to do that. He will not be back in a couple of hours, though. Yeah, sure, I guess collect it. Everything is mine, but chronicle of something. It's a long chronicle. Okay, greasy old parchment. Heir of Tantanal, legal surrender, got a submission. He cannot have his inheritance, so there are issues with inheritance. Loss of documents. Petition received. up to 15 years. Forwarded for review, 23 years, oh boy. Request for copy, 28 years. Request rejected, 39 years. Second request sent to archive, 44. Request approved, 59 after 48 repeated petitions. A third request was sent to the archive. Copy of death certificate. Great grandfather of the petitioner received. Documents forwarded for formulation of decision granting permission. Oh boy, already 100 years, 106 years. Death certificate sent to the archive. Oh, bureaucracy in the most beautiful sense, isn't it? 114 years. Copy of death certificate received from the deceased daughter, Eliasa Tentanal. Wow. I don't know what to do with this, but why not? For some reason I'm gonna take it. Well, let's check it out. Just to see this administratum in the last 2,836 Terran years. So we have a lot of entries. 284,356 found, including copies. So, planetary object not been included. I mean, maybe I discover some new planet with this kind of stuff. It's too much. Abelard, please review this when you have time. So this is a Master of Seals over here. I do suppose that I have to speak with him, don't I? He is the one in charge, after all. Hello, Master of Seals. It's a woman, actually, in a voluminous robe, appears to your critical through ocular lenses. When you descend into the bowels of her bureaucratic domain, another noble bypassing the queue under the pretext of just wanted to ask. All you highborn ever want is just to ask. What about protocol? That's what I'm asking. Who's going to follow protocol? Woman. Jay glances at you and whispers, What? So I paid off a few clerks to let us skip the queue, Shireen. Your time is more important to me than in little formalities. Very well, don't you just stand there. You're here now. Or do you think the Master of Seals has nothing better to do than receive unexpected visitors? The old woman beckons over a silver skull floating nearby. Begin entry, current hour, current turn, current cycle for the first millennium. Don't you want to know who I am? Paulus from Valencia, Soleil, road trainer Theodora of Valencius, may the throne's radiance guide her path on the other side. So, person to publicly assert their claim, to be precise. Interesting. Abelard Viserion, Seneschal in right hand of the now departed Theodora of Valencius, and of her now extant heir. A lady navigator of House Arcelia, whose name and deeds are unknown to me. It says here that the Von Valancians dynasty has owed your house one gold throne for 30 Terran years. Here, take this, and I, at last, will mark the matter closed. Okay. One gold throne. What does that even mean? Is that a currency or an actual golden throne, anyhow? House Arcelia thanks you for your service, Master of Seals. Of course I know who is standing before me. It is my job to know. Does that mean that my reputation has preceded me as well, esteemed Damar? No, I have received no reports about you. What is this place? You are in the very heart of the palace of the Adeptus Administratum. Day and night, hundreds of thousands of prefects, ordinates, scribes, servants and servitors carry out their duties to humanity, and the Von Valancius dynasty here never setting foot outside its boundaries for decades at a time. But knowledge comes through comparison. There are entire worlds belonging to the Administratum, so this palace is but a humble cog in the blessed machine of the Imperium. And you, who are you? I am the law. I am the law. Yes, Judge Dredd, and I oversee order in this section of the Coronis Expanse, as well as on the worlds of the Von Valancius Protectorate. In accordance with the ancient covenants made with your ancestors, I hold the power to grant petitioners what they seek, and to punish criminals for failing to carry out the Imperium's will.
She's ancient enough herself. Look at her. She's a bona fide living mummy.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the work of Adeptus Administratum.
One would think the Protector's heir has no care for his tongue, if he is so willing to wag it to the point of blistering. However, I, despised servant of the Emperor that I am, do not possess the gift of unallocated time. Let us proceed to the matter of your application.
Well, she's a little bit nervous, isn't she? Alright. My companion wishes to obtain a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Straight to the point. So, she looks in disbelief and then at me. I take it you are her sponsor. In that case, you must submit a written application in conformity with template... was that like a numero 404.01, or like a letters. I don't know how you code it in English, actually. You code it like a letters directly in Croatian. But yeah, like a number. As well as written permission for the proceeding and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Without it, I cannot issue the Mistress Haydari. Mistress Haydari, the form of collecting the seals required to obtain the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, the certificate of an official trade representative. Seals? What seals? We will discuss that when Paulus von Valancius has prepared a primary documentation. Abelard lets out a stoic sigh and rolls his eyes. You get a feeling that it is not his first personal interaction with Administratum Bureaucracy, nor is it his second. There is no way of getting around these formalities. Fear the wrath of the Immortal One, your lordship. What will become of your protectorate, or even the Imperium itself, if every person did what you are proposing? No, Lex Imperialis, Volume 249, Paragraph 18/2, Amendment of the 12th year of the previous millennium clearly states, actions that circumvent the sacred law of the Imperium in pursuit of personal gain are a manifestation of human weakness, which is subject to eradication. Well, thank you for that. Could you handle the paperwork on my behalf? I would pay. So she's just ignoring. And if I refuse, then I'm afraid Mr. Haydari will never receive her much-desired certificate, and I will be obliged to levy a fine against your noble name for wasting the valuable time of the Master of Seals. Shireen, I know the Agi have thwarted our plans, and that unforeseen circumstances have arisen like... never mind. So the esteemed Damar wants us to fill out a couple of forms. I will do that with great pleasure. You know, I will not let you to do it, Jay. I'm afraid if she would, add something to the form, I will actually do it. The perfectly sharpened quill scratches pleasantly on the parchment, but for the first few minutes, the obfuscative phrasing, footnotes, amendments, you're forced to write out the same details over and over about you, the Protectorate, Theodora von Valancius, Chai, and then also every living person who bears your feminine name. If you do not know all the required information, you must complete supplementary forms. Yes, it sounds like an 8th level of hell. The Master of Seals nods in approval and stows the scroll in a tube labeled with your name. Next is the consent form for the processing and notarization of personal data of your most sacred personage. Only 1 hour, so it was not that bad, actually. Give your written consent on the presented form. Sigh forlornly. Well, give the written consent, I guess. Protocol executed, application received, processed, approved. Come on, esteemed Damar, what's that you're saying about seals? Here is your document, Mistress Haydari. Unfortunately, it does not have yet legal force. I can certify it as sacred Mercatum Tabula Officiale once it has received 2 seals of approval. They're easy to obtain. In the Imperial Court Administratum, servitors have been handling such tasks for over 50 years. There is one such servitor here on Dragonus, in the Rogue Trader's Palace. The second is duty-bound to keep the seal in the Telecos Epsilon system. Oh, really? Beautiful. And why can't the seals be affixed here in this palace? According to Amendment 3-C,
/8 implemented by Prefectus Sestinia II of Dagonus. Oh, this is so exhausting. I have a feeling like I'm really somewhere in a line having a chat with a clerk. I'm not born for these kind of things, my friends. My friends, I'm gonna die. I want to run away from this palace. Blah, 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 blah. Master of Seals speaks, and Paulus is slowly falling into a slumber. And she speaks. Oh, suddenly Heinrich starts to speak, and I wake up. There was a time during my years of service when I performed the duties of a secretary in charge of logistics reports of a local administratum office. Your words, Master of Seals, bring back memories of which I'm not at least bit fond. Okay, so find administrative servitors and have them place 2 seals of approval, okay. Please return once you have Yes. Alright.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I hope I will not regret. This already looks like the worst episode of my Let's Play ever. Running around during bureaucratic work. I have flashbacks of the cartoon Asterix and Obelix and the 12 assignments. And then one of the assignments was just getting a paper done. Like in Bureaucracy. Oh boy. Crazy. Okay. So I know that I have to do to the palace, and inside of the palace I will be able to find one of the servitors with one of the seals, I presume. Yeah. A lot of points of interest, so they say. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the palace. Yes, we'll, for now, keep the structure that we have. Keep it as it is. Greetings, your lordship. Yes. Is this like a game of finding someone? Servo skull? No. I'm not sure that I will find it here. Him. Overseer, hello? Warden? Beautiful sign which says... yeah. My predecessors. Right, whatever. Servitor. But it's not like a random servitor, it should like be a very concrete servitor. So... I don't think there is a point on clicking on every servitor. Even though if there is no point, that doesn't mean I won't do it. It's like an inbuilt fear that I already have of constantly missing things. Kiawagama delegation. Trading? No. Can't do anything. Long-lived rogue trader. Beautiful. Oh. The coin falls into clear water and falls into bottom. One more. Very cute. Very nice. I'm through. 2 coins. Wasted. Beautiful. Herald Servo Skull. Additional servitors. Click. Can I even click? I should be able to click a little bit. No. Yes. Okay, let's go to the palace, I guess. The inside of the palace. The throne room. Okay. I am inside of my palace, and there are... Are there? I'm not very sure. Oh, J is over there, so maybe it's connected to her something, somewhere, somehow. Just let me check, you know, in case, whatever. Is there anything here? No. Well, just in case, is there anything here? Anyone here? Some individual. Nice place to sit. And that was it. A lot of dust in this room. It's not really used a lot. That's the issue with rooms which are too high. They look pretty, but it's so unbearable to clean. Constant dust piling. It's not very... It's not easy to have a house, or even an apartment, which is too big for your own sake. If you don't actually hire someone to clean it, of course. That's on a supposition you have the money to do that constantly. And it's kind of lonely, isn't it, as well? Okay. Cutscene. I was hoping for a cutscene. Mistress Haidari, my patience is not easily exhausted, but you are coming very close. Well, thank you for just cutting the conversation in half when I showed up. I can see the family resemblance with Abelard now. You cannot see farther than your nose, my dear Clementia. It wasn't a bribe. So, of course it was a bribe. Jai tried to bribe. Your lordship, I apologize for this ugly scene, but might I ask that you rein in Mistress Haidari and put a stop to her inflammatory actions towards me? As the Exalted One is my witness, Shireen, I have tried everything I could to spare you of unnecessary headache over the seals for the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. I even showed his aid with a temper worse than a sandstorm, the certificate with your signature, but your Chancellor merely kept me batting away with her flail of baseless denials. I suspect that the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Yes. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. I see. Well, Chancellor, will you tell us yourself, or should I help you? Whatever is the matter, Mistress Versarian? I'm afraid that my words may anger your lordship. The seal you're looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. Oh, come on. So, Lady Theodora ordered a new one, but we are a long way from Terra. And we did not have a replacement up until today. Well, all the way to today. So we don't have a replacement. Okay, give Clementia the seal with a winter scale coat of arms. Could this be the seal in question? This is the seal, no doubt the Administratum one from Winterscale realm. But why is it the original and not a copy? I think I understand. Or the laws of the Imperium do not prohibit heirs of other houses from using the seals in times of need. I will order to have servants of the machine code create a duplicate, so as to avoid such embarrassing predicaments in the future. I ought to have a flogged for withholding critical information, no. But I do want to address something with Chancellor in private. Do I? I'm at your service, always. Must take my leave. Anyway, did we actually manage to gather one seal through this process? It seems that we did. So we have one more right now, don't we? Our card inverted is to Kibela, sure. Mercatum Tabula Officiale, so we have to go to Telicos Epsilon. So we have to travel. Oh boy, if we have to travel far away, and I don't really have a lot of those things, yeah. Kiabagama. Good. Complacency, security. Let's add something. Decree of Diligence. Issuing the decree with significant Titan production quotas, dooming the laggards to being processed into corpse starch, which will encourage the most diligent servants. I mean, what? Is there anything that I can do in these kind of things? I did not really pay attention too much in these kind of things, but it seems that they're just very evil. I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess those things are at least neutral, not downright evil. I could kind of rationalize in these kind of circumstances, but if it's something just clearly bad, yeah, I'm rather gonna waste resources. I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel right. Sorry. Let's see, motive force. Lighting up the sky with a mighty magnetic radiance. This sounds okay. Execute. This sounds perfectly fine, actually. What is Saturnine pattern class engine? Speed. Strong acceleration and braking. 13 speed. Sounds good. Execute. Dragonus. Can I do anything? Yes, I can. Okay. Doctrine of rationality. Disenfranchised will be servitorized or disposed. No. That's evil. Sorted goods. Convicts. Secretly resold to the pirates. Guilds. Yeah, this one, sorted goods. Yeah, I guess no. I don't know. It's not as directly evil as some other things. Right. No, I think no. No. The pirates, I guess, would be evil. It's not like they're just, people who are free and... No, I'm not going to do it. Guilds. Old ways must be improved upon. Artisans unite in guilds. This will bring about devastating storms and acid rains pouring down a poisoned atmosphere. So it would block some things. Season of Wars. What is Season of Wars and why can't I start it? So I have some project requirements. Filth of the Expanse. Really? What is the Filth of the Expanse? Must be completed in a colony. So show excluded projects. Maybe it's impossible. I already excluded the Filth of the Expanse. Yes, it's locked. So obviously Season of Wars is not. So either guilds or adeptus arbiters. Creation of fortresses of justice will establish the rule of law. So it's like a, zealot. And guilds, frag grenades. I don't use them. Profit factor is brutal. Efficiency is very nice as well. I like that. And this is Imperial Navy plus 5,000. That's good. Profit factor is also fine. I will go Adeptus Arbites actually instead of guilds. Yeah. Vabos, Phlogiston, Prometheum. That's fine. Let's have another one. Lair in the Void. Secret Den for the Pirates of the Cornus Expanse. What? Why would I do that? No. Holy Servitor, Drusians. Convicts will be adequate for new pilgrims. I guess that's not that bad. It's better than the... yeah, that's okay. I think so. I think that's much better than the usual way of treatment of the convicts in this world, right? Test of Wills. No more convicts. Surplus driven into jungle. Oh, too many convicts. Kinda... What? Imperial Navy plus 5,000? Torpedoes deal extra damage. That's crazy good. But this is very rough. Blood sports. There are now more convents. Gratoria arenas. Killing fields. Quarries extracting explosive fissile and sand and rightfully called killing fields. No. Wow, plus 5 ballistics and damage to the range attacks. This game is really encouraging you to be evil, it seems. Kind of the best rewards are when you choose things which are really immoral. I cannot do that, I'm sorry. I guess my character will remain weak I might change the difficulty at one point, but I can't do this. I mean, it's really not profitable to roleplay a good character. It's not impossible. So far, I've been doing fine, I guess, even on the classical difficulty, which is not that easy. But, I mean, Test of Wills is the most humane thing to do, actually. Yeah. Holy Servitude and Test of Wills are the best things. So maybe first the Holy Servitude, just to increase the profit factor to 60. And what is this? Smartless compact weapon in the form of a ring. Another weapon. Oh, but plus 2,500 with Drusians is kind of good. Janus, an additional one in Janus, which is nice, and Science of Virtue. There's the last one, and again, plus with Drusians. I've finished all the other ones. So, the Drusians don't have like completely immoral ones, right? Instead of relying on advice of godless genitors, saintly, yeah, made faith triumph. Profit factor, Drusians, dogmatic, and provisions. Okay, so we'll have better education, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have better religious education. And I guess that's it. We are... Yes, everything is activated, which is good. Is it usual that I have such a developed world when not even finished developed worlds, I guess, when not even have finished the second chapter? It does seem to me that I've been overly... did I miss something regarding the throne room? What... Is there something in the throne room, actually? I'm not sure. I don't think there is anything in the throne room that's important for me. Now, what I would like to do, actually, back to bridge, speak to number 1 Kibella, and have a bath. I haven't had a bath as Paulus for quite some time, I think. And let me just check. Oh! Forlorn dwellings of base inhabitants near the freight line station. I should do that right as well. So first, let's go to Kibella. Yeah, I think that will be the first thing to do. Oh, okay, J is just on the way, so maybe to check.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Sherin?
No, nothing special. See you later.
Oh?
Oh, Kibella. Okay, let's see.
Take heed, Nemo.
Nemo.
Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
So she has a skull in her hands, which has been polished to a pale sheen, so a lot of polish. Its empty eye sockets pose a question that can only be answered in death. Oh, how very poetic.
An aberration. Your former foe. His eternal foe. My new companion in shadow and my trophy. You once
okay,
knew him
Nemesite
by the
is
name
Nemo.
Nemesite, but now his name is Nemo.
She's just ruthless.
Whenever I feel the need to voice my thoughts, I turn to him. He is far wiser in death than when he was alive.
Well, I guess at least now she has someone with whom she can communicate. I guess that's good.
For years, I have been honing my body and spirit through sacred rituals. I have ushered hundreds of souls to the other side. The hunt for Nemesite was not my first. Yet, after my enemy fell, For the first time ever, I felt empty.
Hey,
And that emptiness only grew heavier under the weight of the question that formed in my mind during that hunt.
yes, her faith was shaken, it seems.
I prayed. I longed for his guidance to put my mind at rest. But in my self-pity, I showed weakness in the eyes of the Undying One. And so, my only answer was silence. I must therefore ask you this agonizing question, Domin. Tell me, what is the purpose of the blood-spun web?
Okay, let's see, what answers do I have? Not to answer, that's the first answer. You are the scourge of the renegades, you deliver his vengeance in the name of the righteous. You serve the Undying Emperor, serve the faithful, you are givers of peace, you are my servants, my weapons, you serve the dynasty. I think this is the most precise one so far. All you are is sect of the deadliest, most terrifying zealots on the ship. That's also true. Does this have anything to do with our earlier conversation about your resemblance to the Nemesite? Well, of course it does. Of course it does. But I will say you are my servants, my weapons.
Then that makes me a tool that has renounced itself and the entire world for the sake of serving a purpose chosen by others.
Yes and no. So if you willingly and consciously gave yourself in the service of another for the purpose of fulfilling that goal, so you have to, love the same goal which another person has, usually you have to love that person as well if you subjugate yourself in that kind of way, either person or an entity. So for example, country, when you go to war, right? You're not just a tool. You're an instrument, yes, but a free instrument. And just because you restrained yourself, it doesn't make yourself less free. It makes you more free. If you don't give yourself to something, you'll always be nowhere. You'll be slave of every new passion or every new idea that ever arises. Unconstancy is something that is actually very terrifying and dreadful. We cannot be human if we live in that kind of way, especially not for a prolonged period of time. You will descend into madness if that is so. It is better to choose the imperfect path and later to, change it, even though it is painful, difficult, but still pursue a path which you deem, at least at that point, as the one most righteous and closest to the truth, the one which does have the truth inside of it. We are obliged to follow the dictates of our conscience, even if our conscience has been malformed. Of course, we also have the obligation to form our conscience in the process of our lives, so that further decisions that we do can be more aligned with the truth.
All my life, I have walked the road that was prescribed for me. I did as I was told. I searched for the truth in other people's words, then repeated them in my own voice. And I never once questioned my destiny until you came along, Nemo.
Well, it's good. I actually commend this questioning that she has. She obviously has been a tool. She has not completely freely given her life to the whatever organization or whoever, the master here, because it was not complete freedom, wasn't it? If she is not aware of she's doing, how can she actually be free in doing it?
I might just as easily have met Nemesite's fate and he mine. All it would have taken is a different pattern of threads. The only distinction lies in our ideas.
Yes, but that's a great distinction.
Thank you for this conversation, Domin. It has satiated the void that gnaws at my soul, if only for a time. As for how to seal this chasm for good, that I have yet to find out. May the tenets of the web guide me to the truth.
Yeah, yeah, good. It's definitely not that the only distinction lies in the ideas. It's a huge distinction. You have a person who dedicates his or her life in helping others and sacrificing themselves, and you have a person that's devoted their whole lives into helping themselves by sacrificing others. They can be very, so to say, zealous in what they do. They're completely devoted to that. You could say, but the only distinction is in their ideas. Well, in one way, yes, but you understand how stupid does that sound. Their lives are radically different. It really does matter what is the object towards which we are, oriented towards. What is the path in which we're treading? What is the end goal which we want to achieve? Of course, there's similarity between people who devote their lives truly to achieving a goal as such, because unfortunately, a lot of people simply are wandering aimlessly, not even trying to achieve anything. So, yes, you can distinguish between those people and those people who are, so to say, driven. They want to achieve it. They are prepared to fight for a higher cause, a goal. But it really does matter what that goal is. It's not irrelevant. It's a matter of salvation of our souls in the end, actually. It really does matter whose servants we will be in the end, in this life. If we're gonna willingly give ourselves in the service of God, or we're gonna have an illusion that we serve only ourselves and actually be servants of demons, either consciously or unconsciously. Aye, end dialogue. Nice conversation, Cabela.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Dominican.
Okay, yeah. So she has a friend. Interesting. This was an interesting conversation. To another compartment, yes. Let's go first down. Can I go down? Freight line. Yes, there is something. I don't know what that is. There is something that I have to visit in the freight line. I do like having Cabela whenever I'm on a ship, actually, because she commands such an intimidating presence on my ship specifically, maybe not in general, but on my ship she's a terrifying figure. Everyone is aware of the blood-spun web over there. Righty-do. So, a foreman. Is that the one which I missed? What do I have to stop by the residential units? Do I have to go to the residential units? Is that there? Loot, I guess. I hope there is a shortcut. Hi.
New challenge for me.
Hi. No. Hi. I would like to descend without walking 300 miles in a certain direction. Hi. Is that possible? I guess not. Let's just speak to Adok for a second. Bit steadfast, nothing to say, I guess. Aye, alright. So, I mean, really? Okay, let's be the guys that walk, then. Sure. We're gonna be those guys. Even though it's humiliating to see the master of the ship running around like this, without at least a Segway or something which will help in our descent to the lower levels, but I guess we have to stretch our knees. We have to warm our muscles. Thief leader! Okay. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rock filled with weapons from the Enforcer's arsenal. A big man with a pock-marked face is first to react to your presence. Who are you? There's not supposed to be anyone. It doesn't matter. Identify yourself. Okay, so who are they? Makeshift armor? Beneath the ragged clothes, battered weapons, patchwork of crude repairs. Group stands long on the rack where the good plasteel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. The little finger of every person's right hand has been cut off. It's hardly a coincidence. I am a rogue trader, Paulus von Phalanchians, and you will explain what is going on here. They're in disbelief. What are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs as it rises proper. Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It is not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Who are you? The Hard Nines, a gang, a brotherhood from Transport Bay 9. Don't think we are parasites. We do our bit for the prosperity of the ship. We are sort of assistants to the enforcers, self-appointed. We make sure that the order is maintained in compartments where the enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery and free thinking, and we accept a small contribution as a show of thanks. I see. You all have your little fingers cut off. It's a gang initiation rite, a fine tradition, very fine. By voluntarily removing a finger, the newcomer shows their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of honor. He is very proud of his stump. Okay, that's fun. Why do you want my weapons? To do business. We're no rebels. If anyone blasphemes against your lordship, we call the troublemakers to order, and we shed blood for the flagship without fear. I suppose that makes us, defenders of the ship? You obviously do not expect anyone to be here. Are the forces providing cover for you? I wish. Franco, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightening the screws, damn it. We can barely breathe. Today's the last time we'll come to pick up this compartment. Okay, before I make any kind of a decision, why shouldn't I execute you? Just right here. You could, but who's gonna take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill their heart's content? Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the archenemy? There have always been outlaws in this ship. You're better off with outlaws like us, who don't go too far and who keep the heretics down. Oh boy, the worst thing is, he's right. He's actually right in what he's saying. Funnily enough, so one of the great reformers of the church in the 16th century, Pope Pius V, Saint Pius V, he was Dominican, and he became a pope. He was not really beloved among the clergy at that time after he became a pope, because he really tightened things up. He brought order, and of course those who have been living, well, let's say more luxurious lives, even among the clergy, were not really happy with that. Now, driving away many gangs and prostitution places inside of Rome, he still did allow for a specific place where, you know, he understood you cannot by force immediately destroy every vice that exists over there. You can at least let it be in a contained manner and allowing for the, so to say, lesser evil in order for it not to turn to a greater evil. Not wanting for that existence, but temporarily at least allowing for its existence, because the alternative, you understand, would be much worse. So he allowed the prostitution quarter in one part of the city. He did not exterminate it completely. Which was also always such a weird thing. Like, it made me ponder and think about it. It's very hard to understand it completely, but it's the reality of the world and of the human state, especially at that time. It was even greater amount of lawlessness as it is today. Well, today we people of today's day and age, the prostitution became much more under the radar, I think, in the privacy of people's homes. And unfortunately a lot of slave trade, which people don't speak about, but it's very much real, from children to adults. We should not go into that area right now, but it's very terrifying. I guess I shall permit you to take few of the basic weapons and leave. One day I will realize the depth and wisdom of your decisions, Lord Captain, but in the meantime I will pray that this act does not come back to haunt you. Hear that, boys? The Lord Captain himself is expecting good things from us. We can't let him down. We will fulfill your command to the letter. Well, I guess they'll be loyal to me.
Victory awaits.
Is that not right? The Ripper. Rate of fire, 8. Oh, I have more goods. Oh, they're here. Alright. Tech use, tech use.
Operation successful.
Alrighty there. Let's go here. I'm actually glad that I finally returned here. It's very unusual that I missed so many things here. I was not aware of that. So, what's happening here? So when I passed last time, I just didn't click on this point. Oh, beautiful, healthy food. Looks very healthy. Oh yeah. A lot of proteins inside, eh? Beautiful sludge. I did click it last time though. You can't believe your eyes. That's a rogue trader. Any beggars want to speak with a rogue trader? Any beggars want a private audience with a rogue trader, maybe? Shreds of rat carcasses and yellow-green moss stew in the green sludge, cloudy sludge. Ugh. Lovely. Rat burgers everywhere. And sludge beer. Fermented sludge beer.
Follow my lead.
Well, I guess I could just walk around and pick up the loot for starters. If I can find where that loot is. Oh no, the goods. Get across. Athletics, there's some goods here. Whoa, this is so hard to see. Okay. Thank you. Very hard to orient. And if I want another loot, I would have to be prepared to go all the way up, shouldn't I? Or not? Not sure. Now, more important than this loot, though. Well, no, I will have no peace until I get the loot, unfortunately. I know myself. It's a part of the game which will always stay unsolved with my fault, and that must not be. Book of War Prayers. More damage to Xenos and Daemons. Double the bonus if the wearer has conviction. Are you kidding me? It's brutally good. How strong... So it's adherent. So it has to be 3 to have a conviction. No, votary. Fanatic. Zealot. Wait, how strong of a conviction I have to have? Did I miss something? Let me check. Where is the book? The book. The powerful book. This is the notables. Other. It's not on the other. Should be here though, but yes. It where has conviction dogmatic. Conviction dogmatic. That's it. Simply conviction dogmatic. What does it mean? A conviction dogmatic. Like the overall. I have a suspicious rash. Oh. Most likely not a trophy. Alright. Well, I guess when I find something better for healing, Anyhow. So this is from Puritan to Radical. It's a weird way of observing that. But... oh, this is very close. Current value 188. So I'll be going into the Courage and Steel very soon. Well, the dogmatic path of redemption, piercing resolution, instrument of his will. Fire, determination. I guess it's maybe just having something of it. I don't know. I know I'm gonna
None shall stand in my way.
give that, well, either to him, who is more purely dogmatic, and how much current value? 45. I don't know. Very soon, I guess he'll be here, or he is here. Not sure. So it's best for him to have that kind of thing, or for Argenta. They'll make most use of it, I guess. Anyhow, the foreman. I want to come to the foreman and speak with him. The day the Lord Captain wandered into our slum will be remembered in legends. The locals and the enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here in this hole of a place. Alright, interesting. He was observing me. I saw you near the marketplace. What are you doing here? Watching one of my workers take a beating. I feel sorry for the lad. There's nothing I could do. He shows his yellow teeth. I've stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again. What is life like for workers here? They toil day in, day out for the glory of the ship. For the rest time, they do their best to survive, faced with hunger and the more deranged of the enforcers, void leprosy, fires, floods, noxious fumes. In a word, it's a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you, well, also survive if you're clever. Well, and if the God Emperor wills it. What you cooking? Believe it or not, the soup made from mold slime and technical drain water has been simmering here in this vat for at least 200 years non-stop. See the growth on the walls over there? We harvest it, dry it, and use it to season the soup. If we are lucky, the smell attracts the void rat, and someone gets to have a meat in their bowl. He's very happy with that. It's for those who can't even earn a ration card. I feed them in exchange for services or favors. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it isn't. My people keep an eye out for workers trying to eat 2 bowls in one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for an entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course. Integrates. Give me some of that soup. Let my servants see that any food is a great blessing. I don't think it's a good idea. Mold slime is something of an acquired taste. It takes 2 years, maybe 3, for your stomach to get used to it. Lord Captain, you must be joking, surely. Pour me a bowl. I know what I'm doing. This will be such a bad decision. I have a good intention, but I'm gonna be sick after this. But if I manage to do it, I will prevent any kind of complaining from these people in eating this kind of a soup, I guess. So... well, I will certainly be able to rid your body of the consequences of this decision. I cannot say the same for your mind. I'm going to be sick. Substance analysis complete. The outlook is dim. It is recommended that you dispatch authorized units to locate an appropriate successor. That's hilarious. The first spoonful hits you hard, but you ate worse as a rookie in the guard. I like that. Once you get accustomed to the salty taste and gloppy texture of the soup, the crowd watches you in awe as you finish the whole bowl and lick the spoon at the end. Out there in the trenches, they call food like this tolerable. Oh, this is so cool. That's true, I had military, like army experience, being right there in the trenches, I guess. I know what it's like to eat bad food. Paulus was prepared for this. I underestimated my guy. This is some good grub. I approve. The Emperor has sent a Lord Captain who walks beside his people. From here on out, the vat is blessed. The crowd explodes with a cheer, and a spoon that you have just used starts trading hands as if it were a holy relic. Oh, this is so funny. Lord Captain, I beg another second of your attention. Please accept this humble gift from us, the common people of the Bay, for all the good you do us. The most precious thing we could get for your lordship. And this is actually very valuable. If the wearer did not move during their turn, or became immobilized, slowed, stunned, or knocked, they gain temporary wounds equal to 6. If there is Conviction Iconoclast, all their allies immediately gain the same number of temporary wounds. This is kinda good, isn't it? For my main character. Because I do have Conviction Iconoclast. And with this, I'm a sniper. I won't move a lot. At least, you know, just probably just in the first round if I position myself properly. Wow. Wow, this so this is either this one to yes. Yes, I will switch with that. I like it. Buffing my guys with temporary wounds. Yeah. Finally something new. This was an very interesting experience. I'm happy with the outcome of all of this. And I'm glad that I did not embarrass myself among these void rats.
I won't tolerate
Okay, blindfolded old man. Anything you want to say? He listens intently to the sound of your footsteps. He lays his trembling hand protectively on the heap of junk that serves as his bed as well as his table. What happened to your eyes? The void rats gnawed them out while I was asleep, and the silver water my wounds were washed, which was infected, turns out. The pain became a stinging feeling that wouldn't go away and only got worse. How does a blind man manage to survive in a place like this? People help me, good people, not so good ones too. He sweeps his withered arm vacantly around the slum. What is this junk you're making such an effort to hide? I hear the sounds of your footsteps, the creak of your well-made soles against the metal is pleasing to the ear. You walk with confidence, you have everything you need. Don't take everything from the old man who has nothing. Lord Captain, the only thing he has to share with you is a long list of infectious diseases. May I offer you a breathing mask? He produces an actual gold-encrusted mask from his pouch. Wow. The skin shrunken around a man's hunched skeleton is almost translucent. Okay, yeah, sure. Iconoclast. I do not mean to alarm you. I simply wish to learn more about my people's lives. Your people? Could it be? Our Lord Captain, our benefactor? Is it really you? Our gracious Lord, we know you well. Your charity gets us through the day, and we pray for you always. Well, what are you doing down in this boat? Please, have a way before they know you're here. They'll be plotting something terrible. This crate is where they hide there. Oh, wow, something's happening. Someone killed him. Pathetic fool! That's our secrecy gone right down the shitter. Folks, we're gonna have to make some noise. Leave no witnesses. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? The most elite people from this whole ship, together with a rogue trader, very high-level characters, and you're just vanguards. You actually think that you should just run away. Just run away, guys. Just run away, please. Well, okay. Attack us and... Oh.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
I mean, to be honest... kill zone stratagem. Look at this. So if I can shoot here... wait a second. Do I have area attack? Yeah. If I can shoot here... Oh! Okay. Yeah, this is just overdoing it. Whatever I do, it's gonna be an overkill. They're really not on my level. They're like really far away from my level. So if I go here, is it able to... No. If I come here... How many? I wish this area attack had a higher range, though. Bigger range, yeah. And if I come here... How many? If I come here... If I come here, if I come here,
If I may.
Yeah, you may. It's fine, it's fine.
Land in scarlet.
Alright, that's one.
If only that were possible.
Oh. That's... two.
Me. Witness the fury of House Orsenia.
Okay, then Notch of Purpose
I'm
here,
not accustomed to being ordered around.
and attacks of opportunity, and that's it. Good. Good. I'm happy. That's very nice having her. Are you alright, Lord Captain? These cutthroats didn't hurt you, I hope. His prosthetic leg has been shot. It carries his weight awkwardly. What in the throne's name was that? I'm not sure. Perhaps these freeloaders believed in the tales of Nemesis. As it happens, I've complained to that boss, to Captain Franzo, about some idiots who have been painting pictures on the walls, inciting people, and what did he say? I've got everything under control. Had I known it would come to this, I didn't have nabbed these sods and throw them into the pestilence pit myself. And now I'll be pestered by enforcers to no end, void them at all. I know who's the Nemesis, come on. Okay. So this is like an old story. Do they even know that Nemesis has been caught and is in the hands of Kibela constantly now? Okay, I will speak with the captain, so... yeah. And by the way, just take the ration cards. Yeah, take the ration cards. 93 out of 200. Oh, come on. I really want to advance to the next level. Okay.
Victory awaits.
Oh, yeah. So a stolen autocannon that requires strength 55. Two-handed ranged weapon, heavy, 4 to 6, rate of fire 8, huge recoil, loads of ammo, which is nice, a lot of over-penetration, and is, yeah, it's really not good. 4 to 6 times 8 is not a lot, and it just has a lot of ammo, but it's not really useful, isn't it? Single shot is 2 AP. Yeah, sorry.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Anyhow, I think all this loot is very useless to me. Oh, by the way, Lore Imperium, let's check what it is. Transporting weapons, crates, okay. Crates that transport weapons, nothing new. Okay. Who's fighting now? And by the way, foreman, anything... no.
Follow my lead.
Get across, get across. No need at least right now. I do need to go to the Frenzo attic. The fastest route as possible, I hope. Come, come. So, it would seem my negligence last time that I wasn't here in this place. I should have spoken with the foreman, and all this could have happened at that time. Maybe the fight would have been harder at that time. Maybe not so much. Their average hit point was like 15, if I'm not wrong. So, even then, my attacks were strong, I think, at least. Okay, let's conclude this story with this. So I have options. Why can't I use this? Because I have not enough uniform kits. Can't you prepare me for these kind of things? So I just have to be dogmatic, heretical, or I don't care. I want the first one. Demote those who are bad and help those who have enough. Okay, what's dogmatic? Execution quota. Strip corrupt officers of their rank. Burn away all crime. Idlers to given a job. Servitorize the... No. I'm satisfied, I guess. Carry on. You decided the fate of the freight line in your foot, you slumdog overlord. Yeah. Okay. I hope that was fine. Let's have a nice and proper bath. After all this hard, grueling job. Back to Lord Captain's quarters. And oh boy. Hope that Paulus will not have issues with his digestion after that food, no. After the bath, what I really want to immediately kinda check is how far is the planet to get the CO4. Perform your ablutions. Yes. So, who's the next one? I have no idea who did I invite last time to have fun with me during the bath, to speak with me, to entertain the master of the ship. Fine jacuzzi. Alright. J or Irliet? Well, I just go in line, right? Even though, didn't I get Irliet before I got J? But this time I will click J, because this mission in today's Let's Play is revolved at least partly around her, so sure, let's see. Interaction with J. Shireen, I hear you're in need of entertainment. Well, do not worry, I have the perfect solution. I will show you how to combine the joys of drinking and the rigors of intellectual recreation into one incredible pastime. Well, that does sound like a lot of good nights that I had in my childhood with friends. Well, even today, though. It's just that in my youth I was not really temperate in the amount of drinking. Today, if I would drink with my brothers, whether, I don't know, a little bit of wine or beer or whatever on our recreations, it's not sinful, it's nothing bad in itself. It's just that if you go over the line, then it becomes bad. When I was a kid, I did not care. We all drank just to get drunk. That was not a healthy, not a prudent thing that we've been doing, unfortunately. Maybe a lot of my grey cells, as Hercule Poirot would say, were, well, massacred because of my escapades of childhood. We will play a game of regicide. Instead of pieces, we'll use the shots of Amasek. Rules are simple. When you capture an opponent's piece, you have to take a shot. Ready? Let's play. Okay, so logic is the best what I can use. Awareness is try to stop her cheating. No, she will be cheating. Allow her to take the lead so you can keep a clear head, I guess. Play fair. Carouse. Let's use the best that I have. Logic. You intentionally place your pieces in harm's way, hoping to trick your opponent into getting drunk and throw the game. However, she does the same thing. Your clever ploy eventually succeeds, and you watch as Jay's eyelids start to droop. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is it your turn? Or mine? She reaches for a piece and knocks it over, spilling the MSEC all over the board. Tell you what, you can have this one, Shireen. If I have another drink, I think I'll fall into this bathtub. And you don't want a corpse in your poo, do you? Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right, I think I need to get some air. Okay. Well, it would have been very humiliating if she won in a game of drinking. I mean, she can be a good drinker, whatever, but just the weight difference and, well, sex difference between me and her does make a difference in the amount in which one can drink. It would be embarrassing if she won, to be honest. Fine, I finished my ablutions. Such a fancy word. Ablution. A word worthy of a rogue trader. Of a master of a ship. Cure for a rash. So how do I actually... There must be someone on board who knows how to purge. Oh boy, okay. Whom should I ask for purging the rash? It's also like uncomfortable to ask these kind of things, isn't it? The high factotum, maybe? Yeah, let's ask him, maybe. Do you know maybe about some rashes? No? Enough questions, I guess. Letard Futurius, who are you? And do you know anything about rashes? I have no idea who you are, but maybe you are familiar with rashes. Yes, it is. So, when you don't know where to go, you just go to a person you don't know who he is. Inside of a game, of course. Ordinary vestico ascarabis, or void leprosy. Early stages, one injection will suffice. So you have the cure, yet the disease continues to roam free about my ship. Void leprosy is born where sanitary canons are spurned. Rid the ship of grime, and serfs who propagate it if you wish the disease not to return. Well, you earn your keep at least. A straightforward case. There we all. That was easier than I thought. Thank you very much. And now, finally, to the Coronis Expanse map. You know, when I started playing this game, I did not plan to be such a completionist. Serves me right, or serves me wrong, whatever. So many planets to explore. Okay, zoom out and... No. What is this? Project Motor Forces Live. Really? 0% executed? I would have to go there? For some reason? No. Find the CEO and Janus there, answer the call there. So those are the quest lines. And wait a second, after all those quest lines, what is the final quest line? What I actually have to do? Answer a call from help. Oh, that's it. Yes, sorry. And perfect. Perfect. Well, first, are you kidding me? Oh, I go the long way. For sure. Warp travel. I am not reading that. Oh! Maybe I'll read it. What happened? Oh, just the Drusian faction. Ah, sorry. Okay. For a moment I thought that's because of the warp something. It's connected to this. Okay, next. Lair in the Void. Sacred Den for Pirates. No, not gonna do that. Test of Wills. That's the jungle. Yes, I'll do that. So, it's better than to kill them. I'm not gonna put them into gladiator stuff. And I'm not gonna force them into the explosive fields. So this way they can survive, at least. If that's the only alternative among those, I guess that's the most humane one. I mean, I guess. Oh, okay. Alright. It's very unlucky that most of these travels have are yellow, not green. Okay, another stage of development. That is nice. Why is this hotbed of Xenos heresy? Maybe I had just was attacked during that time. Anyhow, was this Kiavagama? No. Vebos? No. Dargonus? Oh. Lord Captain, there's a tragedy on Dargonus. Ah, of course. Okay. So, osteopathic choir. Cycles struck by unknown afflictions. Madness. Berserk. They had to be eliminated. Only few astropaths are upholding connection to Dargonus, and we don't know how long will that last. So where did the former astropaths come from? So he scaled down almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. We could try to hire sanctioned psychics from other domains, but there will be few, as the road to Imperium is perilous. Right. What is the cause of the affliction? So fugitive those or the sanctioned ones? Who knows? Heresy, Cult Final Dawn, Magic, Xenos. Okay, so what do you say? How to acquire a new choir? Yes, of course you're gonna say Imperium. Inquisition will help you to acquire more if needed. So maybe ask friends around the expanse. I like that one. We should reach to Theodora's old friends. Not unsectioned psychers, it's gonna be bad. Help of the Inquisition, it's you will gain Witch Collector. The Rogue Traders Party gain plus Fellowship bonus momentum when using any Psyker or Navigator powers. Fellowship bonus over 2. Alright, and this security +1, and this 1 psychic ward and -1 security, and a psychic ward is additional damage. Well, this is the only one which is kinda permanent, isn't it? However, it's more in my style. Okay, so ship carrying 2,000 astropaths soon arrived. Protective amulets, news of tragedy, spread very fast. Each of them conveyed words of amity, asked permission to visit the family crypt to pay tribute to Lady Theodora. It's nice. No recurrence of disastrous astropathic madness. They all reported hearing strange whispers. That's fine, as long as they are actually doing their job properly. Oh, wait a second. Efficiency, complacency, security. So I lack complacency a lot. I should increase that. A lot of security, maybe increase complacency. Efficiency here, security here. So next time I'll check the security part. Oh yeah, by the way, which one? Dargonus? Yeah. All of them are fine, but maybe if I can increase the efficiency. I will not do this, and I will not do this either. Well, this is the issue here. It's like, and this is what? Construction of plunger chambers. Free from moral restrictions. I will not go do that. One thing is, you know, one thing is in a way to tolerate something that is bad, if by destroying it you will immediately make a worse outcome. Another thing is deliberately constructing something that is morally evil. So no. No, I'm sorry, but Dargonus is, well, the characteristics are fine. Janus, suddenly. Reward in Janus. Anyhow, the complacency part, well, I look forward for everything finishing in order for my complacency to rise. However, before that, I have to travel and survive. Okay, Weber 6. Damage taken. Sure, sure, sure. No perils prevented the Velas soul from returning. That's fine. I don't really care. Vebos. What? Again, Astropathic Choir. Breach the colony from underground. New sector of deep tunnels, overrun by monsters, lurking darkness, etc., etc. Mines. They've seized mines. This is not a mine, this is a tomb. Arm the convicts and overseers and have them fight the invaders. Carapace Fragment. Master of the Inferno. Allies gain temp demolition and deal more fire damage. Felicilene and Promethean become a raging Odor-strength force in the... Interesting. So, what are those creatures, first of all? Oh, so I did get something. Adamantine, Plasteel, Phlogiston, Promethean, people. Oh, that's the maybe usual reward, simply. Few who have faced and survived without a tail. Information is scarce, hardly reliable. Sadie, the enemies are vast in number, resemble insects. I don't like that. I don't like insects. When insects are over there, I usually do like to burn everything. What my advisors think. Unknown threat. Establishing the nature of the threat is a top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. Yeah, I'm not really sure for that. We have to block off the threat and protect the people. Blow up the tunnels. Yes, Argenta. I like what you're thinking. First time, well, not the first time, but not many times have I been so eager to accept your desire to burn everything. This time, Argenta, choose convicts ready to atone for their misdeeds through the honor of martyrdom. Give them explosives and send them to blow up the tunnels. We will seal our enemies underground. I was not expecting that, actually. Is that the only way? So, okay. No, let's do it like this. Argenta, you handle this issue so that you will blow the tunnels. You will know, I trust, the way how to do it. Now, choose convicts ready to atone for their misdeeds. So they will be the ones sacrificing their lives. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's doable. It's not perfect, but it's not forcing. It's not murder. You know, these are people who are going to sacrifice themselves for the benefit of everyone. I guess it's necessary. You cannot blow the tunnels without that. Heed my words, for I ask you to kindle the flames of faith in your chest, against which no corruption can stand. Sign of Aquila. Chose to carry out the will, descend into darkness without a single complaint or groan. Series of tremors shook the mines, the monstrous roars of crumbling earth filled the tempted tunnels, clouds of toxic smoke erupted from the depths of the mines, etc., etc. And people, security, trophies. Alright. This really grew a lot. Warp guides. Several warp guides among the convicts, unsanctioned. Hunt them down and press them into the service. Expense? No, it's not an expense. It just needs security 4 or more, I think. And I do have it. I would rise in Iconoclast, Security, Complacency, and Navigator's Insight. Which I need, don't I? Profit Factor, Fellowship the Void, no. Don't need that. Yes, Warp Guides. Oh, Kiawagama. Really? I'm profiting constantly. Complacency. Wait, what is your... I'm sorry. Kiawagama, what is your complacency? 5. Acceptable. Okay, issuing this decree, tighten production quotas, dooming laggards to being processed into corpse starch. We will lose people by doing this. But gain efficiency provisions, mechanism, and weapons. Weapons are 3. They're very, very bad at weapons. Mechanisms. What is my mechanism? 7. Dooming laggards. Now, if I would make an official decree saying what I'm going to do, and that if someone will be a laggard, unfortunately, you would lose their lives, would that be a bad thing to do? This is, I don't know. There are psychology books written on these kind of things. There are more efficient ways how to handle it. There are way more efficient ways to how to handle it. Even you guys who write in my comments saying, yes, but there are billions or trillions of people over there, humanity's lives are worthless. Everyone wants to be so productive and efficient in this world. This is not productive and efficient. It simply isn't. It's just bad management. It's bad management. Very bad. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna risk. Not happy with it, but... Order that the monsters be banished with faith and prayer. A little bit of that is always good. Ecclesiarchy mission on board. The void ship has servants in every corner of the haunted chamber. Good. And +3. Thank you very much. Was that immediately because of this? Profit factor, dogmatic provisions. Nice. Very nice. Provisions are very high, it would seem, right now. I would like to increase complacency if I can, but I can't because Janus is finished. I've expanded Janus as much as I could, I guess. No, fine. Vabos, Iconoclast, Complacency Security. Lair in the Void. Pirate Den, I don't want to do that, so no. Dagonus, just a couple of things, I guess. The things that I already concluded not to do. And, yeah. So it seems that I have no more choice. I've involved my worlds as much as I could. And to do anything else would be to do something, unfortunately, morally unacceptable in the eyes of Paulus. And there is objective reality on a moral level, so... Okay, so we have to actually go to Janus. Alright. Find a seal on Janus. Here, Governor Wyatt's estate. Yeah, not Gibella, but Jay. And I'm a little bit tired of not having... Well, she doesn't have a lot of dialogue, that's an unfortunate thing, Argenta. But let me just take her a little bit, you know. Even though Heinrichs might be more useful as an inquisitor in some kind of a... well, conversations, diplomatic stuff, intimidation stuff. Having a battle sister with me, I just like it for some reason. She's a cool character. Info. What is Melta Scorching Shot? It's not a lot of damage. All creatures within the area effect. Okay, that is nice, if that's all creatures. And 0 AP. In exchange for what? Attack inflicts bleeding. When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon and a -1 cell range, attack also inflicts bleeding, which is cool. And metronome. The wearer did not spend MP, they gain plus to the characteristics. It's fine. Raises momentum, sororitas boots. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a real good one, but I like the agility and athletics more. What did I say that I want? This one, Book of War Prayers. Which one is better? Well, she is specifically perfect for killing Xenos and demons, so I guess I just need her for that. It's better than Bayonet Knife, and Metronome is fine like this. So I will I'll replace the bayonet knife and I will add to cargo. Oh, it's hard to do it, but add to cargo. I just need to add cargo some stuff. Death Cult Assassin. Add to cargo. Beyond Sanity, Silver Skull Swarm. I don't have a Silver Skull Swarm. I will keep it with myself for now. Okay.
A new challenge for me?
Yes, a new challenge for you. Let's speak with Quint. Maybe he knows. I require a seal to certify Marcatum Tabula Officiale. Of course, it will be an honor to assist. Wait a few minutes. Interesting, Shadeen. I assumed we would be dealing with servitors, but no. Some places in your domain still have this work being performed by people of flesh and blood. I beg your pardon, but what's this about servitors? I faithfully performed my sacred duties to Imperium and Administratum all my life, and guarding the seals is part of that, and after half a century not a single seal damaged. I keep them in a special case, and I oil the handles every month, as rules stipulate. I'm merely repeating the word of the Master of Seals and Dargonus. Servitors have replaced an entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned to the Von Valancios planets around 10 years ago now. But after 70 years of service and not a single directive, not from Holy Terror or from Dargonus, a complete breakdown in communication, what a farce! What an insult against all processes! But this is easily remedied. If the Administratum requires such a servant, and I will immediately begin preparations for servitorization. The will of the Lax Imperialis is supreme. Okay. Atilius, I did not think the Exalted One has any particular desire to see you lobotomized and turned into mindless clanking ghoul just because someone somewhere changed the law. You know, I tend to just click where I have the persuasion option because I have a feeling that it's gonna bring me experience, and iconoclast, it's gonna just increase my iconoclast. Yeah, so I guess this one. Iconoclast plus 5. 12 experience. Not a lot of experience though. Okay, so he gave up on being lobotomized, I'm glad. Okay. Poking right. Here you are, and may the Emperor bless your path. Okay, by the way, how are things on Janus? Without the enemies? Perfect. I appreciate the local species. Oh yes, they could take your breath away. That's it, I guess. That was a very efficient way to do the things here in Janus. I was actually expecting something more difficult and hard. Again, to be honest. Good. I'm glad. Okay. What is this, by the way? The rebel base. Is that just like a question mark regarding points of interest detected? Government, rebel base. Yeah, so why is it a question mark? I don't know. Anyhow. I mean, I can check my quest log. Return to the Palace of Deptus Administratum. And this is so close, so close. No. First we finish Jay's mission, and then we will proceed. So, warp travel. Visitors on the bridge. Okay, who are you? Let's see what's happening. People clapping.
Is that like a congratulations for some reason?
Hello? Can I hear what's happening?
Members of the crew made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally. Young man. So, speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone, express gratitude. Kind of a leader you are, the way to treat your people. It's known in every corner. It expands from footfall to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. Oh, part of it can be good. Part of it might make other people think, well, they're weak. So not necessarily good, but alright. Everyone wants to serve under your command. Turned out that a vault has some centuries-old weapons. Ancient technology. The good tech priests helped with assembly and consecration of the weapons. Right, so I gained more weapons. And more finds from the bridge as a token of eternal gratitude. Ancient mechanism. Celestium Observatorum. Machine spirit refuses to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical. Do you wish to see it? Of course I wish to see it. You're kidding me? What is it? Oh, it's not aesthetical, it has to be something practical. It's like a huge sextant. Oh, it's aesthetical then. It's like an ancient representation of a sextant. Yeah. It looks cool. The words inscribed, a keen gaze sunders the darkness abloom with a seat and reduces all corruption to ash. Well, it's like a nice gift, I guess. It's pretty. And now, it is on my deck. Well, thank you very much. So, I increased in my wealth and my power because I was such a benevolent and nice ruler to everyone. I think that's the conclusion. By the way, I should repair my ship. It just occurred to me. But before that, which is the fastest way? I think I have to travel here. Yeah, I go around. Pray for salvation from the warp trap. Trust in the navigator's talent. Trust in the talent. Gain experience. Insight +2. Good. You know, when there's one, from now on, I'll always risk it. Immaterium releases us. Good. 2 more jumps. Okay, emergency! Foul warp entity appears the thin whale. Blessed by holy gifts required. Loyal servants will battle his enemies without any fear or doubt. Cargo range. Rogue trader and his retinue personally. Solely own strength. No. I think blessed by holy gifts. Removed cargo, holy gifts. Sure. That's why I have it. That's the purpose of it. And finally, this. Visit. Okay, for a conclusion of today's chapter, of today's quest with Jay, I descend to Darkonus once again. With my, by the way, hull repair, 11 units of scrap. Perfect. Then I go to Administratum. Of course, taking Jay with me, and Argenta, why not? Jay likes Argenta. Maybe because Argenta is, well, more like... Well, she's very much different than Jay. Jay is constantly calculating. Argenta does not have capacity to calculate, I believe. Nor does she need to. Master of Seals, please. Okay, here's your paper, complete with seals. Oh yes, indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue its certification procedure. Follow me, please. Follow the clerk. The boss clerk. The clerk overlord.
The clerk over all the clerks, the master of the seals. And we descend into a room with even more papyrology. As if the first one wasn't suffocating enough. And longer lines. That's what we like to see. More papers and even longer lines. Yeah, this is not an imposing or interesting scene for me. Got it! I mean, I won't skip it. I'm watching for the first time, so... Okay. This is your queue, and your ticket number is 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review the documentation again and sign the official certification for Jai Haldari to possess Mercatum Tabula. You will have to a bit of weight, but it will be worth in the end, yes? I am the rogue trader and sovereign of this world. I do not queue. Under the Lex Imperialis, your rights and privileges as a rogue trader come into effect only after your official ascension ceremony. Until then, you are just another humble subject of the Von Valancia's protectorate. Are you joking? No. Do you really wish to get on my bad side? I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodora von Valancius never once overlooked the laws of Imperium and my advice. Here. She holds out a new ticket with the number 301. May his blessing be upon you. Look at her! So, instead of 394, it's 301. And what is the current number? I mean, she could have given it to me immediately. Okay. First, take all the goods because they're mine.
Follow my lead.
Take your place in the queue? Not yet. Check what's happening here. Bundles of wires ripped out of servitor, poor servitors. Oh boy, look at this. Look at this. I can't breathe when I see these kind of things. Just infuriating. Garner, order, petitioner. Oh, immediately have flashbacks of banks or police stations and stuff like that. Okay, let's go into the queue. Where I have to go?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Okay. Let's be done with that. Okay. You have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its red edges. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling, and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. Count the people in the queue. Count 238. 244. You lose count. Order your servants to prepare a waiting area befitting a rogue trader. Wait patiently. Yawn. Scratch the back of your neck. 30 seconds. Yawn. Child is hauling at the top of its lungs. Yeah, okay, prepare a waiting area, it's better. 1 hour? Yes, better. Okay, wait patiently. 8 hours. Oh, come on. 8 hours? Well, I guess if it's with a good beer and nice company, it's fine. But even 8 hours, I could have slipped. Number 285. Don't forget, you are the reason why you're here. And that was the will of the Exalted One, Shireen. No. Simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title, Shireen. Second option, patience. I've already found our first victim, compassionate citizen who is standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Open the fire on the crowd. Oh my god, someone really lost his patience. No, no, no. We shall solve the problems of the common people. Whatever you're thinking, do it. Address a tender-hearted man. I want to consider everything again. Of course. The number in the queue is... Oh no. I'm not gonna shoot people, or shoot somewhere at the people. Wait patiently. Okay, where am I? You're a saint, have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any reason why you would show such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry this along? Sister Argenta, for instance. She couldn't change the people in a prayer, tell a story about some saint, on exchange for their queue tickets. No, we will not exchange spiritual goods for the material ones. That is not correct thing to do. You must never do that. We do not sell spiritual goods ever. That doesn't mean that we will not receive a stipend for the time that we invest and the effort that we make. That's different though, and I mean we have to separate those two. But we don't actually ever sell the spiritual goods. No, as priests, I mean in our real lives. Very important. Wait patiently. Okay, use your tricks. Okay, one more wait patiently. It's like 24 hours of waiting patiently. Oh! Petitioners exchange glances. Number is on your ticket. So 24 hours together with everything else. Oh boy. Okay, let's go. This is the most fun time I've ever had in administration, because I just made few clicks and time passed so fast. Usually I bring a book or something. Yeah. Document or pray the rosary. Just walk in circles, pray the rosary, or read a book. I mean, that's the... I mean, what is the alternative? Doom scrolling? No, thank you. I can become an addict of that all too easily, so I have to avoid it as a plague. Alright! Return to the Master Seals with J. Let's return to the Master of Seals and be done with this. Please, please let me be done with this, if it is possible at all. Please. Here, all the seals placed by the certification officer. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than the apportioned to ordinary mortals. Yes, he did. Allow me to verify that this documents for the final time. Yes, confirmed, everything in order. And this one. The seal is smudged slightly. Void scorpion, scratch out my eyes, now what? I suppose I can overlook it, given the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jai Haidari. You are now a holder of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the words of the Cronus Expanse. And one more thing, the loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mistress Haidari. Lose the original document, and you will be unable to regain your status as the official trade representative, not even with a rogue trader's endorsement. Yes, esteemed Demar, give me the certificate already, come on! Jaizar, start over the Mercatum Tabula Officiale and shine with delight. Praise the exalted one who saw me through these trials, Shadeen. There is something to tell the grandchildren about how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship? Okay.
It's about time.
It's about time. I've never realized the wisdom of his words so much. Loot? Where's loot? I want to take whatever loot there is, after waiting so long. Task list for current work turn. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Return. I thought it was like a proper loot. It's not a proper loot, it's an improper loot, and I don't care.
A new challenge for me?
Where am I? No, here, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Stop wandering around. Stop being a vagabond. No. Okay, whatever. Put it in cargo. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And I finish with that. Okay, so void ship management. 13. 3 additional movement points when ramming. I never ram properly. It's always so bad. Strong acceleration, low braking, strong acceleration and braking. Oh, this is much better. Where is it? Here? Yes. Yes. Anyhow, I have only 45, it would seem. Well, I did have to make a lot of repairs. So that's it. Okay. Back to bridge. Back to bridge, and so my guess is this is not the end of the quest. My guess is Jay would want more of me after this. Or maybe she just wants to hug me and say thank you. Okay, as a final thing, let's just check out what will Jay say. Final thing.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, 2 sons will grace the firmament of the Font Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari.
Jai Hidari.
As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen.
Yes,
Just
yes.
give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
You're welcome, Jay. It is what friends are for. Yes, I think this is simply the simplest. If I go, what is the extent of your gratitude? And you're buying sexual favors. That's not what friends are for. So,
A rogue trader cannot have
This.
friends, Shireen.
ah, yes, he
Only
can.
servants for whom the word of their master is supreme law, and partners to whom the favor of the warrant bearer is the highest reward for their mutual efforts. Why are you looking at me like that? How many friends does the soul that shines down upon Holy Terra have? You are
Okay,
welcome to call
there's
our
something to
relations
what you say.
whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words mean little. But you have taken good care of me, and so I would like to take good care of you. And go slightly beyond
is
the
this?
strict terms of our agreement. Here, I brought a small gift as a token of gratitude. And may
Okay.
the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread.
So a cape that will remove burning, bleeding, toxin, negative effects. When the weather ends and turn. It's very good. Very good. And I will not continue with the conversation. I'm just happy to actually be done with this quest. So next time we go immediately to the rescue mission. Well, in reality, if someone was supposed to be rescued, I think they're long gone. But in game terms, I guess we might arrive at the last second or something like that. So, yeah, is that like all of my companions' background quests that I did? Or most of them at least? Yeah. Alright, that's it. thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me in this episode. I am engaging myself these days in filming more stuff, not just playing the game, but I want to film some other stuff, Warhammer related, primarily actually, yeah, but some things which are not Warhammer related as well. Pray for me to be successful in my endeavors and to provide you with that which is not just fun but actually useful, that which is not only entertaining but beneficial to you, whether you know it or not. And I definitely keep you in my prayers. Thanks for watching once more time, God bless you all, and see you in the next episode of a blind Let's Play of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader.